And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to the Local Rundown and this podcast called Making Sense. On Making Sense today, Trump's America in the first week. Policies already taking shape that would look to oppose President Obama's 8 years and how that affects the citizens of Russellville. We'll be talking about all of that and more coming up a little bit later on. For now, my name is Drew Brent alongside Caleb Perrinet. Caleb, how are you today?
Drew, I'm doing fantastic. Today's episode is going to be wonderful because we're going to take a national problem and we're going to shrink it down to a local scale.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to do that. But first, we're going to take a quick 15-second time out here from one of our sponsors. You are listening to Making Sense here on the Local Rundown.
Okay, so this is Brent Media Properties, and B&P owns the localrundown.com, which we are in the process of launching currently. It's actually at time of production is launching in the next 4 weeks, and we're very excited about that. But this has been an idea that we have had for about the last 5 years or so, something that's been in my heart that I've always wanted to do. I spent about the last 12 years of my life working in television and in radio, spent several years at ABC in Little Rock, and then did some freelance work for ESPN and for CNN, the Arkansas Radio Network, but always really had a dream of owning my own organization at some point and really delivering the news for the community. So about 6 months ago, I made a decision to run for Russellville City Council, and as I was campaigning, one of the things that I was told by a large majority of the citizens that we were speaking to was, I just don't feel like I know what's happening in our town. I don't really feel like we have an idea of all of the things that are happening in our city government, all of the cool music that we have here, all of the arts and entertainment. We've got media sources, but we don't have a full story of Russellville. Nobody's telling us the story of Russellville. And so after the election, it sort of was a passion of mine to inform the community again. It kind of rejuvenated that passion that I had for journalism. And so what we decided to do was start this company and move forward in a new media project. This project has got to be the most comprehensive project I have ever tried to do, because we're not only just trying to get the facts out to people, and it's just that, it's facts. It's not this fake news, clickbait, biased mess. No, we want to go back to the days of Cronkite when he's delivering it straight, and that's sort of our passion. But beyond that, we've also got so many stories to tell here in our city. There are so many fascinating people that you just don't know what their story is, and we want to communicate those stories to the people here in the Valley. We have incredible talent here. The music scene here is very underground, but if you can bring that talent out and show people just how good the music here is, how great the artistry here is, show people the holes in the walls restaurants, the hole in the wall restaurants, if you will, that we have here. There's so much more to Russellville than what people know. And so from that passion for journalism, from that passion for community, and from that passion to serve, was the Local Rundown. That's how this whole thing came to be. Like I said, it was a gem of an idea for about the last 5 or 6 years, and really moved into a passion over the last 6 months or so. The thing about us that I hope people will see is that this is a company that is based on integrity first. When we started 2017, this is what I said. I want this company to be the most honest, the most truthful that we could possibly be, which meant you would be breaking one rule of journalism, which was always try to get it first. And we've decided getting it first isn't as important as getting it right and getting it accurate and being smart with the way that we report things, eliminating this fake news bias mess that you see on social media all the time, because that's frustrating to me. But then beyond that, we want to tell this story, and we want to connect people to the community. I see true journalism as being a public service. When it's done well, when it's done right, an informed public is the public that makes the best choice. And for me, that's what the Local Rundown is going to be.